And we'll roll the old printing press along. We'll roll the old printing press along. We'll roll the old printing press along, and we'll all hang out in kind. Howdy, folks, it's Johan, your favorite little ink blob, back at it today with a little bit of Celeste. Welcome in. Looks like we've got Essie, Uno, and Avon. Welcome in. Cheesecake. Cheesecake is good. I'd like some cheesecake. It's been a while. Thank you for the hydrate. I just wanted to take a moment to bask in all those heart stacks. That's so cool. I did indeed see Tanner. Just trying to I will look at that and respond in a bit. Yeah, favorite ink blog assumptions. I know, really and truly. But we've got about an hour here. So wahoo, what? Oh no, Discord isn't in streamer mode. If you can't tell, I'm having a we're chugging. Howdy, Jammer. Did I see 6 times, perhaps? But yeah, I will absolutely. I took a quick look at it, Tanner, and I will ping you after the stream in about an hour. Holy is your favorite word. Really interesting. Schisms is a very good word, yes. Wow, is this really 6? Wow. Huh. Yes, hello, welcome quote. I will absolutely take a look. Wow, this is gonna be a bit. Wait, oh, did I do 7C? It's like, this doesn't seem quite right. Ah. There we go. That seems more correct. And yeah, I know there's been a lot of stuff in Discord that I want to take a look at. I am so scattered. I did my first interview. I've got 3 more. I don't know. I've got 3 more applications in, so we'll be seeing about those, as well as just dealing with some other stuff. And like, we had a windstorm, so dealing with all of that fun stuff. It's just, I haven't even had time to sit down for like a pre-record, really. So, wahoo. Oh, wow. Yeah, I was looking at a couple. I saw that you were doing stuff for your Kindle. I didn't know that you could. I didn't know that there were ways to do them, but I like the very like bold graphic art. Is really neat. And it's funny because I remember on my Kindle it did like famous authors, which was neat because it got me aware of a number that I hadn't known about before. Oh, that's interesting that you chose to sort of like blurry out of focus on that. All of the rest of these are like very sharp, very bold, which I really like in the black and white. I don't think I hate that. It's just, it's very interesting in how it stands out. Super neat. Oh yeah, and I do like the music staff one. Rain of Arrows. But yeah, no, the doing black and white is a really neat design space, I think. Sorry, Nintendo fans. According to recent leaks, Nintendo will not have a large. Aw. But everyone want the fish. All right. So we've got some bumpers. Bah, ish. No, okay. So I'm assuming that what we're trying to do here is do a oh no. I skip a stream. I skip a stream and then I already forget what's the wounce. There we go. Can't customize what images the Kindle show when it's suspended unless you oh right, you did say you jailbroke it. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. You need to do something like that. But yep, nope, that makes sense. Oh, okay. F is H. I mean, yes, but f-ish. I don't know. I guess I like adding weird stops to it more. Boop. Ah! Yep, no. And some servers and like 4 reactions were not worth it, not buying. Well, unfortunately, as someone who has no... That sure was interesting. I think that was just technically a normal bounce, but physics felt strange. As someone who has not purchased a Nintendo Switch even without that, but unfortunately, I can't really make such a joke. Who is no? Pop. Though there's a funny hack some people do. You can make the Kindle show you the cover of the book you're currently reading, so they make a blank book with just the image they want and just, like, open it before locking the device every single time. The cover of the book you're currently wonky. Weird. Huh. I don't know if there was actually planned to be a fish button or not. I don't. This is true. I mean, I assume the answer is no, but even then. Oh no, it's... The joke would fall flat as a non-Nintendo haver. I don't know precisely why, quote, but for some reason... No, I do know why, because I'm like, oh, I want to talk about something really interesting that I learned about, like, Custer's Last Stand, Battle of Little Bighorn, like, classic American Western, sort of fictionalized history. Like, why is this? Because I had a book report where I read a book called Little Big Man, which was about that, and I read it on my Kindle, and that's, I think, what's made the little brain link in there. Couldn't possibly be bothered to do something like that? Should I make a game about an ant 8-bit? I mean, make a game about whatever you want to make a game about. Like, I am not the arbiter of good taste. I think ants are cute, but, if the Holy See exists, then there's an unholy sea, a 6C if you must. Very nice. I mean, I'm not super great with my historical pope battles, but weren't there a number of anti-popes? Couldn't you potentially call some of those the unholy sea? Boop. But Little Big Man, I don't actually remember a whole lot of the details, to be perfectly honest. I remember it's written as a, like... It's written as a story of... It's historical fiction that is sort of going for, like, the kind of tall tale vibe. Where we're following a guy in his, like, twilight years talking about his life where he's met all of these, like... Basically, if it's a name that you've heard associated with, like, cowboys, he probably mentions them somewhere in that book. So it's sort of a fictionalized account of a fictionalized account. It was very goofy. I just needed something for a book report, and a friend recommended it. But one of the things that I found really interesting that I remember distinctly from my book report is he talks about being at Custer's Last Stand, which for anyone not familiar with that bit of American history, I will also admit I'm not super familiar with it, but I forget all of the circumstances leading up to it, but basically an American colonel in, I believe, a cavalry regiment was staging a battle against one, if not several, of the large American Indian Plains tribes. It's mostly notable because he got his butt absolutely handed to him. And basically, again, I don't know a whole lot of the details of it, but to the best of our knowledge, all accounts basically say no one survived. Everyone was killed. Oh, sorry, every one of the American cavalry regiment were killed. What's funny is, apparently, there have been more last, like, sole survivors, people who claim to be the last surviving member of Custer's regiment that have come forward, than there were people who were at the battle. And I don't know, that really stuck with me, that more people claimed, there have been more people who claimed to be part of this Custer's last stand and be the only one who survived than there were people in the first place. So, sorry, that's my Kindle story. Spending like 12 hours making 20 images that I'll only see occasionally, though, is time well spent. Exactly! Exactly! You get it. It's all about that efficiency. About an 8-bit avocado. I'm not friends with someone named 8-bit avocado, trust. What do ants eat? Yeah, I suspect a number of folks will be able to, will be able to answer that far more effectively than I can. I'm 6C and I know it exactly, Corker. You get it. Thank you, thank you. I mean, I don't know a whole lot of ant types, but I did watch, there's a channel called Ant Canada on YouTube, where it's kind of interesting because it's a bit like watching a man engage in playing God with ants. And you occasionally learn some interesting ant facts. But I know there are quite a few ants that will eat, they will eat other insects, usually scavenged. Most of what I know, I don't know as much about their diet as I know a lot of them, only some of the colony eats, and then, they process it into their, I think thorax. Basically the biggest part, the thing that we would think of as their butt, it gets processed into a sugary liquid, which they then will dispense to other members of the colony mouth to mouth, so that basically they can concentrate the food gathering efforts. I know that there's some that take it to like a real big extreme. I believe they're called like honeypot ants, where the basically that extra belly, the social stomach, can swell to massive proportions to the point where the members that are sort of used, there we go, the members that are used to stockpile literally cannot move, but I believe they are sometimes eaten as a delicacy because it's quite sweet. Sokomon game idea. You're an avocado and can remove your seed as a block. That's it, yeah. Oh, so like you can take your pit out and then move that around? Yeah, first try, woohoo! All that rant, all I could think of was the Atari 2600 game called Custer's Revenge. I mean, fair. Yeah, I don't know, I don't know a whole lot about that period of history. It's just that I read that story and that fact really sticks with me. Some eat honey, some plant, some farm, some eat meat. Yeah, I do know that there's some that do fungus farming, which is incredibly cool. That they eat honey, okay. Yeah, it's a very unfortunate name now. Which one? Custer's Revenge? Time for the hardest part. Uh-oh. I thought the third room was supposed to be the toughest. Ah! Oh. So we have to go down, hit that. Oh, honeypot ant. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like just in general, if the name of your species is after a food, I feel like you should be hey, you know, it's kind of like I've seen that joke about like a salmon asking, hey, so why is the color salmon that pink color? Like we're really nice and silver. Why is it pink, huh? You should be a little worried, I think. Some keep insects and feed them for their byproduct as well, I believe. Yeah, no, ants are absolutely incredible. I didn't know, I do feel like I've heard about that with aphids at some point, but I might be conflating that with ladybugs. Wait, what? Oh, okay, because it does recharge. Oh my god. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit. Love me some feathers. Love them. Now what what, oh, will the game name be? Now that we know they eat honey, honeypot is a good name. Ah. Nope, that's correct, yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Sweet ant. Oh. Oh, nope, that's correct. It's the aphids, doi. Symbiotic relationship with aphids. They farm them. Yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, so they do that, and I believe there's some that also do that with fungus, which is like, come on. Because in a lot of ways, agriculture is, I mean, that's what allows for large-scale civilization. So, I mean, that's insane. Honey pit? I mean, is the ant going to be a honeypot ant? But yeah, I mean, like, as much as it sounds like a joke, like, in a lot of ways, beer is kind of like the foundation of civilization, which, you know, it's being a bit facetious because really it's just agriculture and such, but like being able to store it in a way where your calories can then get banked for other months so that your agriculture can be effective throughout the rest of it. I mean, being able to not expend most of your resources going out and hunting and gathering is really huge. Oh my god, there was a wall. Okay. But I'll see the game lore. Okay. Pot of ants. Pot of ants just kind of sounds like a really ill-advised purchase on Amazon, where it's like, ah, yes, pot of live ants. You get it, and it's like, oh, it's just actually a pot of live ants. I don't know what I was expecting, but I sure do have them now. Whoop. But yeah, no, I mean, the fact that a lot of animals, the more and more we look and observe animal behavior, the more and more we see using tools, engaging in like basic agriculture, ones that are able to recognize themselves in a mirror and such. That's just so cool. And just a lot of these things I think we've gone are like, oh, this is what sets humans apart. The fact that we have all of these things does, I think, set us apart, I say as Meat Han. But a lot of other animals have these individual components, which is so cool. Yes, thank you for hydrate. Thank you. All I got right now is this box of 12 starving crazed weasels. Said, okay, I'll take that. Oh, see, now I'm thinking of, XKCD had a lovely comic about, doing, like, online sales, and how if out of every 100 orders, you do things well and, you know, people are giving you good ratings, every 100 orders, you can send them, like, a starving, cougar, and then you'd still have 99% customer satisfaction rate. Which, obviously, absurdist humor, but I do like sometimes to just think about like, you know, there's a lot of social rules that bind us that don't necessarily need to be followed. Game will be a platformer, I think that's a good start. Okay, platformers I think are a decent one for... There's a lot of resources for helping you build platformers. Boop. Nah. Yeah. Ants are insane. I remember, I know that there are some kinds of ants where... So I know that basically the basic reproductive cycle of ants, this is what everyone tuned in for, right? I know that generally speaking, like once per season, they have both male and female, I believe they are called Elaides. Elaides, I think. Which go on a nuptial flight and mate with others of the species, and then the males die, and then the females settle down and start a colony. I know that there are some kinds where I believe the female Alade that turns into the queen, they try to mate with as many males as possible on the flight, and they basically store the sperm from the male Alades, and they clone themselves, including that information, so that basically one colony can survive off of one nuptial flight for many generations while still getting genetic material from a variety of others so that they don't become too homogenized, which is insane. Literally just got here and boom, it's mating. Exactly what everyone wants. Welcome in, Impact. Yes, I do know how there's a wall there. What of it? Did I know? Wall. Look. Actually, I will say I'm thinking of a wall further down, so I may... Oh! Yeah, no, I fully cop to I did not notice the wall there. I was aware of a wall further down, was not spotting that one. Yep, alright. That does make things a lot easier. But yeah, I don't know, and of course now I need to break that habit. But I find it very interesting as like a survival mechanism. So, because like putting colonies' energy, putting the colony's energy into making Alades and basically splitting up the colony takes a lot. So basically being able to go and get the genetic diversity needed for a healthy colony without having to expend that multiple times is fascinating. Also leads to interesting questions. I remember having a conversation with a friend at one point about a celebrity, I forget who said that they didn't eat meat from animals that had had sex, which I assume was like some weird thing about like making sure that they were like still, I guess, virgin animals, but I would just be curious if they would then be willing to eat ants from one of those colonies. Okay, there we go. Third room. Brain issue. Honestly, though. What, are we getting a wall command? Honestly, that would probably be a good one. Words, huh? I demand the flesh of a virgin sacrifice. That guy, probably, I guess. This is not a Celeste stream anymore? I mean, it is a very Johan stream, though. But yeah, so I don't know. I find that a very interesting reproductive mechanism for ants, and it creates some interesting exceptions and questions. I am utterly terrified that this room has a second set of binoculars. That's not cool. I think that's... no. If your room takes more than 2 binoculars, you should redesign your room. Oh, right. And I need to dash into those for that. Don't worry. You know, I'm worried. Okay. Ugh. Okay, we go boop. I should probably try and grab Kevin further down. Ah! Get out of my house, please, huh? But welcome in. Redesign my room, but what about the monkeys and the eagles? Ooh, monkeys and eagles in your room sounds a little difficult, but fun. Also, I realize I know at least Tanner I don't think has seen this, but these blocks are called Kevin and they go wololololol for anyone who is wondering. This is Kevin. Say hi to Kevin. Pack your bags and leave, you're fired. Wait, who's living in your house? Am I? I didn't think I was living in your walls. Hi, Kevin. Exactly. Kevin can't say hi back, but you can say oh, I missed that. It's funny how it seems like every single platformer has an enemy that is basically just a thwomp. I mean, yeah. I do genuinely wonder if it's a little bit like the I guess kind of like a Tolkien effect, where it's like, halflings, elves, and dwarves are the fantasy humanoid races, right? I don't know. Kevin seems like he needs a little chill. He's normally pretty chill. He just doesn't like it when you, like, body slam into him. But, like, he just needs to body slam back and then he's chill, right? Like, you know? There's negative space to the right. Oh my god, there is. Hey! Welcome in, Pug. Wow, that makes that way easier. Okay, but why is everything to the left just a trap? Because, like, it seems like... Hold up. I'm missing something here. It's a really good design challenge. And games tackle it differently, yeah. Also, hello, Pug. See, the end is nigh, for instance, as two Thwomp likes. So either... Huh. So maybe we can pass down, if not... Oh, oh, sorry. Sometimes I panic and can't remember if I've actually said welcome or not. Twice high. Yeah, how am I going to get past this end bit? Mighty fine question. The answer might just be, I simply don't. Alternately, maybe there's something on the wall over there, or maybe something up here. Oh no, let's try throwing ourselves onto spikes in an ill-advised fashion. We have Wounces, we have Hypers, but sometimes they also throw in, like, fake walls, so I'm curious. So, that is not a fake wall. Nor is that. Okay. Not to my knowledge. Oh dear. Questioning the homework next time I see you. Yeah, this level's actually just impossible. Alright, I'll pack it up. Celeste has been fun, everyone. You need something else, like an extra Kevin? Oh, wait. No, that would be silly, right? But what if... No. I'm like, what if we can, like, slam Kevin's bottom, which sounds a little rude, but... spinners don't kill you if they're off screen. Ah, of course. What was that thought? Bumping Kevin's bottom. Ah! It's been good. Johan stream's over. No more streams. Forever packing up. Exactly. Just move faster than the camera and you're invincible. Ooh. What you can't see can't kill you? Is that the philosophy there? I mean? Or do I... Can I jump off the spikes by, like, skating over them for a moment, Rain World style? Out of sight, out of mind. Entities literally do not load off screen? Huh. Right. Wait until Kevin returns. I mean, as someone who placed way too much emphasis on grades and was rubbing shoulders with people who had, air quotes, hopeless grades in college, there's no such thing as grades being truly hopeless. There is always recovery. I believe in you. It's good to try and put effort into them, but grades are never the end of the world. Then try not to fail it, but even so, life will go on. Boop. Okay. There's some, like, fun tricks with watchtowers where you can fall through spinners in some levels. Yeah, I'm like, maybe there's some sort of false wall, but... Can I bounce off Kevin's bottom? Or, Gotta sleep for school tomorrow? Bye-bye? Alright, get some good rest. Wish you well. Ah. Okay. Go there. No. So I don't think we can quite make it. Just wanted to make a Celeste map centered around watchtower glitches. What is a watchtower, I suppose? I don't actually know. What would allow me to pass an end bit? Something else to grab onto, some sort of, like, hyper, if I could modify the level. Oh, the binoculars are watchtowers. Gotcha. Okay, okay. Physics and Spanish are on the same day before the history day. Goodness. Yeah, so if there was something, like, even just like a slight edge on that middle platform that we could grab onto. Again, I would say, don't just resign yourself to being held back, but if that does end up happening, that's not a, oh god, it sucks, but there are ways forward. But still push for it, still fight for it. We need some form of solid ground lower down, yes. Which we've got this, but jumping off of it, we don't get enough height. Some modded rooms, you can scroll the camera so far that you can go through nearby spinners before the camera scrolls back to the binoculars. Wow. Oh, wait, so you mean like... Oh, fascinating. Wait, oh no! Okay, there we go. I broke it. Yup. I went to a new high school where most of my friends left. And during junior high, I had lunch with a friend like once, and it sucks, but you survive. I myself have no friends, therefore you can't lose them. Mwahahaha, the ultimate move. Okay. So... yeah. I still don't fully see, but I don't think I'm going to get it from watching from my ivory tower. Oh, if I go below it, then I can get the benefit of dashing up through it and then a double dash, maybe? Nope, too much. I will say, yeah, you have seemed a lot more down, and that's not a, like, oh no, it's not been a drag or any such thing, but yeah, I think that is not an unreasonable concern. Okay, so we can do that. Intriguing. Frame drop? Uh-oh. But we were able to do... so, that has some potential. Blah. But we're not hitting the right angle. But I also don't know... I also don't know what we need that bouncer for. Eesh. Huh. Sorry, people outside honking at each other, both were driving poorly. Fascinating. You will say this. Why not say that? Okay. Nope, too early. No amount of fancy footwork will get me past that end portion. So there is some sort of alternate path. I still don't know where I think that is, but... yeah. I mean, I suspect the only place that looks like it might, but nor is there any hidden information. Wait, what? Uh-oh. Because I was thinking the sort of the clear bit above that, but go back to Niag and 7D, fair enough. Because I'm looking over here and that looks like that might be on the left wall. There's that bare patch. Or see, I'm trying to pay attention to walls, but I don't. My assumption was that that might have a like hidden bubble in there, so we can go like straight across. But you can see what you need when I respawn. But huh. That is not fantastic, Nobo. I will say, I am not a licensed therapist, nor am I someone who can really help you out with that much, but doing the little finger hearts meet Han and saying, I hope that you can find some folks in your life. I know you've talked about it being potentially a concern going to your parents, but I hope that you can find some ways to get some of the support you need. Alright. Right. Let that go through first. No! So when we respawn, we can see what we need. What is up here? So we can't even see up there, so it's not like there's something... Huh. I mean, it's probably Kevin, then. But what about Kevin? Bah! Yee! I feel like, generally speaking, it is never a bad day to have a no-school day. Huh. Ah, okay, we can... Okay. So we can make that work. It's just tough. How do we get back on top? Because we can't hit him from the bottom unless he's already... Oh, we can go over to the wall? Why does What About Kevin sound like some really bad sitcom that uses laugh tracks excessively? Because it absolutely sounds like that. Kevin is a very sitcom name, I think. Oh, okay. No! So I think we need to... Kevin to the right, Kevin to the bottom, grab there, get on top of Kevin, run across him, Kevin from the left, I think. Oh, man. Not easy. Oh, man. Goodness. Okay. Oop. Kevin to the left, Kevin to the right, here I am, stuck in the Kevin with you. Apparently, any direction just makes me think of that song. Yeah. Okay. Bam. Oh, la, 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 la. Too early. Okay. Bam. Bam, bam. Bum. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ah! Ba 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 da ba. Ah! Actually, you're gonna call bad teacher Miss Ray from now on, okay? So today they said the kids wouldn't play football for some time. I believe the reason is because they hit Miss Ray one time and she got pissed off, and because she is Miss Ray, she decided the best course of action is banning football. Cinema! Ooh, yeah. I did not get all of the details, but the high school I mentioned, I heard that the music teacher was a little bit similar. Of just sort of being very... not one of the types of people that should probably be teaching kids. It's a certain amount of willingness to suffer some discomfort that is kind of required. So that's why the gap is there, so we can hang on to the left of Kevin. Oh, but we need to be at a good... wow. Indeed. Yeah. But yeah, there are poor teachers everywhere, and they suck. Whoop. Okay. No. Ah, I didn't like Insane Lady. Our music teacher was fine, but one year he got sick and couldn't teach, so the substitute was... ah. I think the other day I talked about my experience with a long-term sub that was, intriguing. I did notice there was a very interesting pattern of me having English teachers that got pregnant and left partway through the year, or like there was one that even got like kind of horrifically injured, and the long-term substitutes being way better. Wish there were more of those. But not saying depression, that's crazy. Well, it's I suspect because depression is I don't think depression is typically used as an insult, whereas insane is often used in in like harassment stuff. Thank you, Twitch, for not doing your job. Yeah. Okay. So what's our move after that? So we can get there. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Oh! And then the bouncer, I see. Turtle. Once I'm down. Crazy. I was crazy once. I know this chat. Honestly, a rubber room sounds kind of fun for a brief period of time. No! Okay. Oop. Well, now I'm just thinking of the lovely song Chip, which I think I found... I forget who the poet was, but I believe it's based on a Scottish poem about a man selling his soul to the devil for a bucket of nails, and the devil in return also gives him a hyper-intelligent rat that ends up tormenting him. Hi, Beetle. All turtle are Beetle. This makes sense. Yes, Chip. But I don't remember the poet. Yeah, no, the Kevin does need to go the whole way, but we need to... So we Kevin here, then we bring the Kevin down. Yo-ho, blow the Kevin down. We Kevin to the left, and then we have to dash off of Kevin onto the bouncer. And then we use that to get under the Kevin to hit Kevin down and continue that way. The illegal Baba level? I don't know. That's crazy, that's crazy, that's actually messed up is a classic Beetle catchphrase. Ah. I have only seen some small clips, so I was unaware. Bomb level banned in 70 countries? Oh dear. So is it one where you just built in a way to win that is not necessarily obvious? Dickens, I thought it was Dickens, but I went, no, that's ridiculous. So okay, so Dickens, Nurse's Stories, chapter 15 in The Uncommercial Traveler. Gotcha. Fascinating. Yeah, it's, you know, that's reminding, at some point, I really need to go through, I think it's Roud's folk index, but a lot of, like, shanties and folk songs are indexed in there, and it's just, old books like that can be just a really great way to, like, learn some neat songs, neat art. Norosama was originally an Osu bot. Huh. Index? A certain magical index, you say? But no, I did not know that Norosama was originally, like, Osu specific. Fascinating. Yeah, this layout makes a lot more sense when you're Kevining, but God, it's still miserable. No, oh, but I can, I can dash there. I can dash there. Okay. Because bouncing off a Pumber refreshes my dash, right? Or no? She can still play Osu, probably? I mean, presumably. I think that's what really intrigues me about Neurosama is just like there's so many different things being hooked up. I forgot to dash. But getting all of the different pieces working together so that she can be a streamer is quite neat. Okay, bam. Nope. It's too many things that are all semi-close to each other, and my brain is not having it. And that's too far over. And Evil can also sing is interesting. I don't know if I've heard them sing. Okay. That's why that's down there. Okay, okay, so we race Kevin. Goodness. Southbound and down, loaded up and Kevin. We're gonna do what they say can't be done. We've got a long way to go, and a short Kevin to get there. Man, I need to rewatch Smokey and the Bandit. Okay. Bang. Bang. No bong. Okay. Bing. Bah. Bing. Celeste is a fun game, they said. Celeste is lovely with great story. You'll have a wonderful time. The seasides are easier than farewell. Ah! No, we're still having a good time. Okay. Bang. Bong. Woo! No! I need to use the momentum. Okay, but that is the furthest we've gotten. We go. Not when I do that, we don't. I have seen a little bit of Evil, when it's without the filter, yeah? Evil's another version of Neuro. The reason why is because Beetle wanted to change Neuro's voice, but there were two choices. Keep it AI-ish, but better, or make it sound like a human. So Neuro is AI-ish and Evil is more humanish. Gotcha. I'm not like a super huge like connoisseur of Vocaloid, but I have listened to a fair bit, and I really enjoy the synthetic quality to it, as opposed to a lot of the like actually AI generated things that have been coming out more recently as tools, which sound way too human. Oh man, Evil also condensed every weird behavior in that the original Neuro had. I see. Yeah, Miku is great. Oh, right. Dash under. Doi. Neuro 1 saying Rap God. Wow. Man, this has reminded me. I used to watch a fair bit of Hololive. I haven't been watching as much recently, but I remember the Fox Fubuki is able to speak very quickly and did a performance of The Disappearance of Hatsune Miku, which is, you know, intended for a Vocaloid which can go faster than a human. Performed that live, which is deeply impressive. I'm thinking Miku, Miku, ooh-wee-oo. Evil goes on rants that would rival mine. Uh-oh. There's a problem with my chat? What's the problem with the chat? Boop. Bump. Banned? Is that the problem? I am confusion. Is this a joke or meme that I simply do not understand? It's a reference, I see. I see. Boop. Mods? What mods? Ba-ba-ba. No. Oh, this has reminded me. I need to send, was the guy I've been tutoring. I think we started talking about, space. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. By the way, Nightly Rains, thank you for the follow. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I had that mentally queued, and I then completely forgot. I'm out of it. Thank you very much for the follow, Nightly Rains. Much appreciated. Hopefully, still here, still lurking, and still having a good time. Boop. No! Plugs. Plugs mods. You got mods, but where are your plugins? I did, that did also remind me, I should look at doing the pronoun plugin. What mod? Hataline? Celeste? Monica's D-Sides? Wait, what? Boop. Bah. Yeah, Monica's D-Sides. Is it just me, or does that not sound vaguely like some sort of weird, Doki Doki Literature Club fic? That's what you're playing right now, actually. Okay. I will also, to be clear, say, I think I have read 2 pieces of fan fiction in my entire life, both of which have been, on the recommendation of one friend, and were just, the 10th Doctor having a really bad time. Multiple just Monica references in D-Sides? Okay. Boop, boop, boop. So the reference is not lost. Alright. Just Monica. Oh, right, but, Vocaloid. Yeah, I don't know, I think I was, talking about, 2001, A Space, Odyssey? I keep wanting to say Space Oddity, but that's the David Bowie tune. But 2001, A Space Odyssey, which I still have not actually watched, unfortunately. Oh, that's... God. See, this is how my brain works. So, we're playing a game and such, little bit of Monica in the sun. So we were playing a game, and then I think we were talking just about we were talking about Neurosama, so AI, which reminded me that we were having computer connection issues last time I was doing the tutoring session. As a result of that, made some joke about, you know, at least it's not like singing Daisy, which the guy I'm tutoring knew of from 2001: A Space Odyssey, but didn't know why Hal sang that, because it was the first the first song that was synthesized, or that we got a computer synthetic voice to perform rather than just a recording. And I need to remember to send him one of the duets that people have put together of that the IBM like Bell something, I think. And Hatsune Miku both singing that song. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, apparently someone did actually make a fanfic as a crossover between Index and Girls' Last Tour, but it's only one chapter, has not been updated since like 2020. I hear that is a somewhat common issue with fics, is you finally find that one and then there simply is not enough of it. It's like troubleshooting. Oh, okay. This isn't checkpointed, but we got there. But it's kind of like when you're trying to troubleshoot a particular like coding issue and you find the exact thing from like a forum that hasn't updated since like 2007 and you're like, who were you? Did you find out? What is the answer? Don't choke now. Oh, but I'm absolutely going to choke. Also, if it's Hatsune IBM, wouldn't it be Hatsune IBM Miku? No, that doesn't scan as well as I thought. That may work as a text joke, but not verbally. You gotta bounce. Off what? What is there to bounce off? I see no bounceable op. Well, okay. There we can bounce. We go over and ignore that stamina crystal. Bounce off the atoms in the air. Oh, because IBM is the first name, Hatsune is the family name. I see. IBM Miku. Yeah. So perhaps this is standalone. Goodness. Well, yes, we came a long way, but we're just gonna try it and fail, I guess. Yes! Okay! We'll call this good! This isn't... You had that lined up! Okay. I was going to cry. Oh, yes I did. Hell yes. Okay. Yay. My heart sank and then soared. Oh, really call Miku Mrs. Hatsune because we aren't at that level of friendship yet. And yet, her fans are quite literally what make her, so I don't know. Yes, I have not bought the Vocaloid software, but she's crowdsourced, so I think it's fine to be that familiar. One step closer to the baseline section. Uh-oh. Bam. Bam. No. Okay, so what am I missing here? What am I missing here that I need to do? Do I need to grab a wall? I don't think that would help. Wow, that was also just not a good angle, but... Oh, that... Because I am going to have to wrap up in about 15 minutes here, so it feels really nice that if we don't make it here in the last 15 minutes, we haven't lost all of that. Hey, Johan, did you know? You can dash into bumpers. This was taught like 17 levels ago. Yeah, it's been a little while, so no, I did not recall. Okay. Oh! Oh! Okay. So, yes, I did not realize... So that wasn't from dashing into it, I don't think, but being at more of a... Rather than a 45-degree angle? That seems useful. So this is... Weirdly, I'm going to compare it to playing pool. No. Yeah, extra noom if you hold the opposite direction you're bumping into. Oh. Oh. Gotcha. Huh. Because it's like you're punching it harder, I suppose. Oh man, it's been forever since I've done neutrals. Okay, I still can. Boop. No. That's a tough one. Yeah. Okay. 45. Off the side. No. 45. Off the 45. No. Base? Bases have a pH lower than 7. Well, that's why we were talking about neutrals, right? Badump crash. This is because when bases react with water, they take one of the hydrogens from it, specifically the singular proton from the nucleus. Electrons? I have concerns if a base is actually taking protons from the nucleus of something, because does that not create problems? Is that not literally changing the nature of the elements? They take the part in F? I need to look at chemistry more? That seems incorrect. But it has been admittedly a while since I've done a whole lot with chemistry, and it was never my strongest subject. There's a really fun neutral practice map called Celeste too. Is it just all neutrals? Oh, okay, so it's... Well, I mean, yes, it would be... Oh, sorry. Focus on... No. But I thought that typically speaking, chemical reactions were about trading around elements or atoms of the molecules rather than actually changing the elemental nature of the atoms. What? Yeah, because protons, like, that's radioactive decay at that point, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Which, again, chemistry, not my strong suit, but that would require a lot of energy released. The sun. Because electrons can move around, and atoms can move around, but actually taking a proton out of a nucleus is... H3O plus is a thing? Right, but that's typically because it loses an electron, because that's just an ion. Yeah, it's lacking an electron from the norm rather than gaining a proton, because if it gains a proton, then it wouldn't be H3O anymore. That would either be like H2HEO, or that would be H3... Oh god. Oxygen... Wait. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. So that would be H3F plus? Yeah. Protons not removed from nucleus lose hydrogen ions. Okay, so the entire... an entire atom. Okay. Whew. No. That's all good. So yeah, so one of the hydrogens moves. This makes perfect sense. If a proton is actually moving out of a nucleus, you've got, I mean, then I don't know why we aren't just using Li for nuclear cold fusion. Yes, an entire atom consisting of one proton, aka H+. Yes, so positive ion. Okay, we're on the same page, and I'm not going to run out and start buying a whole bunch of bases to try and get rich off cold fusion. Ah. But when acids react with water, it's HA plus H2O becomes A minus. Hydrogen ion left plus H3O. Hydrogen ion inserted. Huh. Intriguing. I did not know this about acids and bases. That is a lot of my chemistry knowledge is more I don't understand the inner workings of it a lot. I just have gone, "Oh, yes, I have read about, you know, laundry in the Middle Ages that used you know, stale urine or whatever." I'm like, "Oh, yeah. So I get that much." I guess I know. I can't even necessarily call it practical chemistry, but like, oh, I know chemistry in that I'm aware of chemical practices that were used. But a hydrogen ion is just a proton. It is, but you can't, if you specifically said removal from the nucleus. The nucleus, when a molecule is formed of multiple atoms, they still have, each atom has its own nucleus. Because that is a proton bound with neutrons. Also, I guess I don't know structure of hydrogen that well, but I assume that there are some that also include at least one neutron, but that might just be helium. But the hydrogen ion proton isn't going into the nucleus, it's just kind of right, it's because it has an electromagnetic bond with basically like shared it's because you have basically overlapping orbitals, right? So electrons are being shared, which forms the bond and forms the molecule. Did I forget about something? Oh, wait, I thought I pinged. Or did I not? I pinged, but I didn't do at everyone. I see. Slightly heavier water. I pinged, but I forgot the at everyone. I just sent a ping in that channel. No, I just sent the message there. D2O heavy water? Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, is it called deuterium? Is that's in my brain as something to do with isotopes that have that. Just like alpha radiation is just a helium ion. My biggest chemistry question is how the hell does bleach work? Like, why make white? Huh. You know, that is a good question. For deuterium. Okay, awesome. At empty, at void. I do wonder why at empty is italicized. What? pH plus POH equals 14. But yeah, I guess I don't actually know why bleach is whitening. I don't know. I'm trying to think because I've watched a very interesting presentation from a like colonial American a US colonial like living history thing talking about laundry. And I remember they were giving some stuff about like color theory, but I think that was more to do with like natural bleaching from grass, so that doesn't actually explain the chemical aspect of it. Because the liquid is white. No, but again, like grass apparently can do some very basic chemical bleaching. And also like ultraviolet, right? Also acts as it does something similar. So that's not, is that actually a bleach thing? Or is it just like adding energy thing? Because like if you leave out clothes or paper for a long time, it does become whiter over time. Bleach does white because bleach. It's because it's green and green is bad. But no, but it apparently they used to actually sun dry clothes on the grass because the grass helped basically bleach and add color from the bottom, or whiten it from the bottom. Acid? Right, but what about the acid? You're gonna go now? Have no clue what we're talking about because someone forgot to pick everyone. Sorry. We've got about 4-ish more minutes of Celeste before I have to go. I got started late. But we're just talking about bleach at this point in chemistry. Bleach is an incredibly acidic compound that does a very good job of breaking down and stripping proteins and other natural compounds, so it physically breaks and washes away all the things that give color. Oh, so is it stripping dye out because most dyes are organic? Oh, whoa. Wow, okay. Saw something about pH and POH. But that would actually, Yawn is not ending stream in form. I will actually be, unfortunately, because I do have other things I need to get to in the day. But we made some good. I kind of credit this as we got through 3 rooms. This is a seaside that's technically 4, I would say. Well, it's not technically, but in spirit, it's 4. Looked up, it seems bleach reacts with the color creating molecules, chromophores, removing the electrons from it, breaking their chemical bonds. And as Tanner was saying, that, yeah, so it does a really good job against organic things. Fascinating. And so I'm guessing that it's a similar thing because I know ultraviolet radiation tends to be very good at destroying most biological things. So it's funny because I don't think about that aspect of dye much, but then oh man, oh, okay, but that gives us a plan. We've got this. Water has a pH of 7 because it's both an acid and right, it can act in either way. And 3 minutes. Oh, okay, this is true, actually 1 minute. Tan soup, what is soup in degrees? What? Acid and base is like the exact chapter you're at in chemistry. Hey! Funky. Bah. No, I'm excited both by the Celeste happenings and trying to get it done, as well as I thought I had a thought, but... Oh, I wonder what would happen. I wonder how Bleach and, UV does with, like, mineral dyes, like a cobalt blue. Would it actually do anything to it, or would it just not? Alright. I'm going to give this 2 more attempts, and then, unfortunately... No! Unfortunately, we'll need to call it. Oh, God. Okay. It sucks, but... Unfortunately, I have things. We got so close there. We will absolutely get that next time. I believe in our strength. That's acided, goddamn, instead of based. Pain. So, thank you all. Sorry that this was a little, quite late and having to keep it bounded, but this has been fun. I've learned some chemistry facts. We've got some great chat stuff going on, and we made some good progress. So I'm having a good time. Thank you all for showing up. I appreciate it. I'm trying to be more okay rather than being like, oh, it's late, it's not working, I just cancel. We still do it anyway. We run, we have fun, we have a good time. Sorry, I need some hydration. So thank you guys. This has been lovely. Let's take a quick look. Let's see who else is live that we can raid on over to. Looks like Shifujin is live. Don't know what he's doing right now. Looks like doing some variety games. So we'll go check that out. But yeah. pH under 0. What? Then it seems like they need to work on that scale. But yeah, thank y'all. This has been absolutely lovely, and I will catch you, hopefully, on Monday. Hopefully, I don't have my voice absolutely shot from doing an interview and practicing for several hours the night before. So, thank y'all. Hopefully catch you next Monday. Possibly Saturday as well. We'll see. I'm still, as always, figuring that one out. But, do my best. Give Shifujin some love. And catch you later. For now, I must bid you adieu. Bye. Oh, the work was fun, but the wages low. Leave her, Johann, leave leave her. I guess it's time for us to go, and it's time for us to leave her.